Delighted to be here and to be sharing the stage with Gul. We've been walking the talk a little bit on this personal journey which this is about. So I'm just going to take 2 minutes to introduce how we're going to do this and what she's going to do. You heard her introduction, but probably a little less known is that we share a number of common interests. One is, of course, this whole green thing, and she started on this building this green home actually before I did. She was not going in for a rating at that time, but I found in her a ready and willing partner in talking to TERI to simplify the process of GRIHA for homes, and it turned out that TERI was actually already doing something on that score, and we came in just at the right time, and we decided to do our respective houses as pilots. So she's going to be talking a little bit about that. The second common point of interest is, of course, where I really met her, which is her interest in technology, and we share that interest because we've been on this NDTV Gadget Guru jury, the awards jury, for the last 3 or 4 years, and she's deeply into tech, so this is not a superficial interest. She uses a lot of tech, a lot of GPS, a lot of other more smartphones than I typically carry. So I think it's wonderful to have her on board for this. I'm going to just take you through a couple of points on what I mentioned to you, how we sort of started this journey, and TERI already had the GRIHA program, which was running for quite a while. They didn't have any individual homes. So when we spoke to them, and they were already thinking of SVA-GRIHA, which was basically a simplified version of GRIHA. And my house was the first pilot, and then Gul's house came in soon after. Her place is somewhere in Maharashtra, a place called Mulshi. Mine is in South Delhi. So 2 extreme different things, and we'll be talking about some of that experiences. We've had, in fact, the other thing we've been trying to do is help evangelize this a bit with the media. The media has also picked this up, so we've had actually quite a few. If I can get this going. Okay, this is not working, so I'll just walk across. We've had various stories on this. So the first couple of green homes which are registered. Incidentally, and I'll be talking about some of these figures later, but there are still very few homes. There's maybe about 10 homes which have registered so far. So we did this about a year ago. We started with this whole journey. Then it was 0. We had 2. So now we've got about 10. So I hope we have a lot more. I also wanted to mention that actually I started on this thanks to my architect, Nilanjan, who's also here and who many of you might know. And this whole SVA-GRIHA thing, I mean, he kind of brought me into this and said, he turned out to be a certified, and he's an old friend from school, from St. Xavier's, and it was very fortuitous that it turned out that he has actually done a post-graduation in green building management and so on. So we took up this project together, and then we got into this thing with TERI. So I'm going to hand this over to Gul to take you through very quickly what she's been doing and why she's been doing it, because a lot of the questions here are really about, it's not about selling green to you because you're a qualified audience and you know about green, but how you can sell it further on. And if you possibly understand how consumers see it, that's a great first step in figuring out how to leverage that. Okay, so over to you, Gul.